would be dollar sign FTS49, a small $20 contribution there to become the sponsor. Co-sponsor is $20 as well. And anyone who surpasses the $20 mark would be the new sole sponsor of today's broadcast. Okay? Now, let me bring this other clip up, though. Check this out. Usher is ruining a lot of families. Shout out to Usher. I can't even put it on Usher so much. Okay? I can't even put it on Usher so much for a thirsty chick who's always had these fantasies about you. You can't really blame Usher from hitting a lick off of these type of breezies out here. Now, this chick in particular, in this case, this is a old John. Acting a whole damn fool. Married the whole 9 yards, y'all. Married in the whole 9 yards. Usher get her on stage. She gazing in his eyes. Making sexual innuendos. Married. And her husband said, you know what? I'm divorcing your ass. She know Usher got herpes. She don't care. And that's somebody's grandmother. Lusting over Lord. I bet you Usher's younger than her. Which makes the main subject for today's broadcast even more interesting. The older predatorial female. She's not a new species. She's always been around. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, y'all. I could not have my shorty out here like that. My shorty, my wife, anything that's supposed to be my companion, you can't have me out here looking stupid like this.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Who do you think wanted to be at that concert, her or her man? Huh?
Who do I think wanted to be at the concert?
At the Usher concert, her or her man? Is she by herself or she with her man?
She more than likely with some homegirls.
Yeah. Because
most men don't go to them concerts.
No, not like that. I like Maxwell, but I ain't going to see him like that.
Right.
Now, I know he's gonna have a lot of sisters there. Don't get it twisted. They're gonna come in there.
He gonna bring him out. Yeah, they're gonna bring him out now.
Yeah. But you're right. She's an old head. She's a cougar.
She ready to. She don't care what the headlines say. She don't care what Usher got. She don't care if he got took allegedly by Diddy. She just know it's her moment right now. Look at this. Yeah. But her husband said, listen, it's over. You got me out here looking crazy in front of 20,000 plus. Mm-hmm. I'm divorcing your ass. Look at him. He probably looking at his wife saying, girl, when the last time you was oozy like this for me? Huh?
Well, why would you let your wife go up on stage like that?
I listen. Here's what I say: if I can't stop my shorty, wife, I couldn't stop my shorty or my wife from going to a concert. As far as I'm concerned, well, at least for me, I wouldn't do that. But and I would have to leave by quote unquote faith in this moment that she won't have me looking like a damn fool. And
if you're going up on that stage, you know what's gonna go down. You don't know you don't know what's gonna go down, but you know you're gonna be a talk of the season.
You know, with thousands of phones recording every moment.
Yeah. You're going to be a part of the production. That's why if my shorty and he decides to pull out, I'm looking like, nah, you ain't going to Big Slim. You got to do it when you get home.
Mm.
Nah. And it's not about being insecure. It's about respect. It's thousands of folks you can pick. I'm good. I'm with my man or I'm with my lady. But we ain't going to put on stage like that unless we go together. Did you remember that video that Bobby did when Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston? He bought the, who was he about to knock out? Or he gave the eye like, look at, you leave Whitney alone. Give her the award. Step off after that.
Yeah. I mean, it's this lukewarm masculinity that
You see what happened when he brought Keke Palmer up there.
Right, I did.
Oh boy, couldn't handle it, and I don't blame him. And she thought, or she made the fans appear that it shouldn't have bothered him, and like I said, man, that boundary, man, if that's not established early, and somebody do that, just imagine, or don't imagine, somebody that you married to, or in a long-term relationship to do that and go up on stage.
So watch this. We always talk about.
I'm flipping listen. I'm flipping the table, but I'm doing exactly the most logical thing in this moment that the brother did. He divorced her ass,
and then the face when she make the ugly face. What it mean? She got the ugly face right there. Usher got her right there.
She's ripe. She's ready to go.
When we talk about courts, kings and queens, the court gesture. He would be considered a court gesture. These entertainers, these musicians. Do you think the court gesture going to disrespect the queen in front of the king? Huh? Think about that. We throw out kings and queens like it's nothing, but a real king sitting on the throne with his queen, and they have a court gesture. That's the role of Usher. These entertainers, they're gestures. You better not disrespect my queen.
That right there, and okay? Black Larry said it. This right here, and it's been going on forever. So we're just using Usher as an example. Mm-hmm. You always seen. I mean, y'all know this is Usher. Y'all know what Kells was doing. Y'all know what singers back in the day was doing. Harold Melvin and them guys, like they pull you on stage. It's a problem. But you see a lot of people that would go on stage, and vice versa. If Janet Jackson pull a guy on stage,
no different.
No different. And listen, if you're in a relationship, just don't go on stage.
Don't put yourself in a situation.
Just don't do it.
And as much as I would love to be in Danish production, I gotta go home to this sister. I gotta hear this for at least the rest of my life if I decide to marry.
Right.
They don't never forget. They pick the right time to, I ain't forget about that Janet Jackson moment you had.
Oh, they never forget. No.
It wasn't enough space when she gave you that brotherly hug.
They'll forget many other things, but this shit, that shit going to the vault, and it's just like, okay, when the motherfucker is seemingly down, I'm gonna get him all the way out the way. That's what I see. But let's play some more. Oh, she would have kissed Usher and he stopped. Y'all saw that. Hold on. Well, the dude said he did. That's what the husband said. Look at her. She ready for it. Mm-hmm. She don't even think nobody else is looking. She on that. It's just me and Usher right now.
Bingo. Everybody else is tuned out. She got tunnel vision. Usher is singing to her. She is in the zone. Wild. He literally, with all due respect, if anybody believe in the myth, but right now Usher is Dracula.
Oh man. She throwing it all away for this moment. Throwing it all away. It don't mean nothing. Them grandkids we helped raise. This little property we got here. I remember when your mom died. I remember when your sister died.
Even when I got laid off and you helped me invest in my new business.
You helped me. I was, I remember everything.
I was down and out.
I don't.
But this right here.
But this. Everything. Look. Give it to me. I done been with this guy so long. It's whatever. This is my moment. I've been waiting my whole life. I got all my Usher memorabilia on the wall. I got everything, Usher. I came here for you.
This is a sick Negro.
Forget all them years we done. I don't care about the years we done been together, me and this man. That was then. This is now. I need it now, Usher. Take me. Do what you want. Whatever you want. Look. She instantly became a porno star.
She's for the streets.
For the streets.
For the streets.
For the whole streets.
Got it with the mouth open and the
wide open. Wig bad and everything. That bang is a $5 bang. That's a $5 bang, but her mouth wide open.
With Becky cheering on in the background.
Becky, go for it, girl. Go ahead. Forget about your family.
What family?
Right.
What family?
Look. She imagining that Usher balls and this is so disrespectful.
That part.
Diabolical, man. Diabolical. Usher is the grin freaking reaper. Piling them bodies up, piling them relationships up on his checkerboard. Check. Another one bites the dust. We got him. We got another one. Usher doing in these families, man.
I'm your huckleberry.
This is, hey, Wolf, I mean, listen, sir. I'm going to go to the final canapé, hors d'oeuvre, and then we go into the main. We'll see what happens. We done been in here for 2 hours already. We still are looking for our first sponsor of today's broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. If you'd like to contribute to the show, also feel free, $ FTS49, $ FTS49. If you'd like to contribute to the broadcast. If you want to sponsor, which we need a sponsor, $ FTS49. Co-sponsors, same thing, $20. And solo sponsor would be anyone that surpasses that.
Chef C, we got a nice comment up here by Javon. It's not a concert. It's a concert. It's not that serious.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Javon Threat. This is a man? Okay. I guess it's a man. Javon, it's a concert. It's not that serious. Okay, sir.
Disrespect in a concert is disrespect. People, look at a lot of good people are in the grave. Watch this.
Hold on, Wolf. Wolf. Let me bring you up. Yeah, I like when we get somebody in here that does this. Go ahead, talk your talk.
I think don't let good intentions don't define reality.
Right.
Don't get it twisted. Those concerts and going on stage and being seduced in front of your man.
That part, seduced.
Huh? We talking about a seduction spirit. Seducing in your face. You think I'm gonna stand by and watch my folks get seduced? That you showing expression you show me in the secret bedroom? Nah, it ain't no concert. No. And it is serious. Mr. Javon Threat. If name like Threat, you should be a threat. But I see you Give me that thing about that one thing you do when you say, well, you weak or something. I don't know.
Yeah. That was a little,
Scared to death, Negro.
Yeah. That's a little shook, Javon. I don't care. You want your girl? It's okay for your girl to go out there. It ain't okay for mine. I'll be damned. Sexual innuendos, doing all of the extra lustrous shit, Jezebel shit. And you supposed to be my wife? Oh my girl. What the fuck?
The court gesture.
Okay.
In the court is not going to be disrespecting the queen.
Look. I will be gray sweatpants every single day after that. Okay, if that's what we doing, I'm gray sweatpanting. I'm doing all of that fly shit. Yeah, don't have me out here looking crazy. The hell?
What the star say?
Let me see what Sister Star said. If she got an invitation, okay, let me see what my Sister Star say. If she got an invitation to go backstage, she would have beamed herself there. Yeah, it was face down right after that. She immediately, grandma would be for the streets immediately, for them old streets. But check this out. Here's a final appetizer or canapé for y'all. In this particular program, right? Shout out to Kendra Singles. This is the content creator here. Yeah. This chick right here regrets her re-entering the bust down community. Okay? She said, I want to re-enroll in the streets. Okay? The grass may be greener after 19 years being married with her husband. So she said, I just got to feel it. I gotta see. So she joined the service again of the streets.
Hi.
Kendra, you gotta stop doing this to me.
I gotta stop doing what to you? You call me.
The second time.
The second time what? Anytime you call me, why your eyes so big?
Cause I can't believe I'm talking to you.
Come to TikTok.
All right, let's get to it.
Okay, sorry. I'm not starstruck. I am a little bit. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. This Kendra.
You're so sweet. So where are you calling me from?
I am calling you from Kansas City.
Do you have any kids?
I do.
How many?
3.
By how many men?
By 1.
You ever been married?
Yes.
When did you get divorced?
Because I want it to be fast.
This is a sick Negro.
Yeah.
Look at Kendra G's face.
Yeah, I like this. I can respect her honesty. How many females can actually keep it a buck like that out here? A lot of chicks ain't gonna come out here and say, I blew my whole shit up because I just wanted to get some new stuff. See, you only hear about men who dipping into a bunch of different little coochies, little names. But now, right, that masculine Jezebel energy coming about this chick said, I need to feel a new thing. And forget them 3 kids. F them kids. F our marriage. 19 years? Shit, nigga, what? That's only 19 years. I'm still in my prime. Yeah. What?
You asked me questions. You want me to stop. You don't want me to tell you no lie, right?
So you divorced your husband because you want to be out here in these streets?
I did. Yep.
You ain't black.
10 toes down on being a bust down. I gotta respect it. Y'all gotta respect that.
She said, I did. I did with her Kansas City accent.
That's 10 toes.
That's what we call. That's what we call in the hood keeping it 100.
Keeping it a buck.
Well, how did that street life work for you?
It did not. That's
Cooked.
Look, yeah, find that Roland Martin cool.
That shit take too long to load up, man. I had to do that shit like 12 times, man, to get that right. It take too long. But she cooked herself. At least, and you know what? Her honesty is so refreshing. Although she got to hold the most major L ever. She like that sister twin, Tiara, whatever her name is, Tara Marie, or whatever the hell her name is. She the one re-entered the streets and found out the streets ain't got no friends.
why I'm single.
So did you have an affair on your husband?
I did not. I wanted to.
So you got a divorce because you wanted to have sex with other men?
One particular man.
Threw it all away for one. Just like that granny, that cougar did with Usher. Threw it all away. She knew she was out of pocket. But she needed the fantasy. She said that memory gonna outlast the marriage.
Yeah.
Huh?
Pick up! It's my baby boss. Lying, I'm the father of that baby boss. Boss, I'm that baby's daddy.
Okay, so when you got the divorce, did you and that man have sex?
I did.
And what happened after that?
It was horrible.
Cooked. She blew her whole shit up for a lip dick, nigga. She blew her whole shit up for a cat that couldn't even hit the bottom. He wasn't even tickling at the bottom and she blew it all up.
Sometimes body language tells it all, but just the facial expression that Kendra G is making and the facial expression the young lady is making is just, it's priceless.
This shit is hilarious, man. She blew it all up for something that wasn't even tickling the bottom. She wanted to get trashed, and he did not. The dude she left it all for did not deliver. She wanted to be smutted out to the fullest, and she said, "Damn, he didn't live up to the fantasy I had in my head."
Did you try to get your ex-husband back?
No. I felt a little ratchet afterward.
Oh yeah, you gotta hold that L. Where my nigga DW at? DW, this chick gotta hold this L. You supposed to feel ratchet after that.
How long was you married for?
19 years.
Damn.
So you divorced your husband of 19 years all because you wanted to have sex with another man?
Yeah.
Do you regret doing that?
Yeah.
Damn. You know how many chicks, but see, here's the thing, right? She's not an anomaly. It's just even when some of these chicks out here wanna be whores, they want to maintain a bullshit perception about themselves. So they'll say, "Oh, he was emotionally unavailable. He didn't take care of his responsibilities. Irreconcilable differences." Right? Yeah. She wanted her shit blown out by a different thing. But that doesn't show up on the court records when you sign a divorce paper.
So what would you tell to the ladies watching? What advice would you give them?
Don't leave your man, your husband. You can leave a man, but don't leave your husband.
Hold on. I got to put some sounds on that. She said, don't leave your husband. Ladies and gentlemen, the bust down. She got an epiphany. She saw the other side of the coin. Yeah. It's a lot of chicks leaving for the same type of shit, but they call it a whole bunch of other bullshit. This one, I can give her respect. I can respect her for saying, I just wanted that be a whore for a second. I wanted to be a smut. You know, I made a mistake. I messed some shit up. I did. And that's what I got to deal with. I would love for the son, for those kids, right? When they're going to visit dad, right? Did mom keep it 100 with the kids for the reason of them being divorced? That's the question I want to know. Y'all think this mom kept it? I mean, she's honest right here, but a lot of people will do whatever it takes to even have a small taste of the algorithm. Okay? Shock value for the algorithm. Even if they don't have a platform, they still want it. So they'll do shit like this. But I can guarantee you, because a lot of folks believe that they live two different lives, a real life and the internet life. She'll put that out there, but I bet you she'll say, your dad wasn't taking care of what he needed to take care of at the house. But don't leave your husband, ladies. Now she a guru. Now she a guru.
Stop.
I'm just, let me play this, man.
So now with all that being said, what kind of man are you looking for?
I'm looking for a white man. White
Lisa,
man.
are you being a comedian?
No, I'm being for real.
Okay, why do you want a white?
She left her black husband to be a bust down. That new career failed instantly. And now she said, I'm going to the white boy.
But guess what? The irony is
This is a sick Negro.
she has been watching Kendra G for a minute, and Kendra G show focuses on singles. You watching Kendra G when you married,
Come on.
and
come
now
on with
you
it.
only show as a single. So the seed was already planted by you listening to Kendra G. No married woman got no business listening to no Kendra G, because Kendra G specializes. She don't specialize, but her focus on singles looking. Why are you married watching Kendra G?
And that's where it starts. In the mind.
Yeah, she is a sick Negro.
Come on, let's do.
This is a sick Negro.
That's a fact. Q. Anything before we get ready to wrap this clip up, sir? I want to give you your space, man.
I take it very serious with what I'm about to say. This girl needs mental health
Come on.
professionals in her life. Something's wrong. This at first, okay, I'm vibing with it. She made a major mistake. I may not agree with it, but she made a major mistake. She messed up her happy home or whatever home she had. And now I'm starting to think she just came up there to play.
Mm-hmm.
And even if she will consider it a 5 minutes of fame, it's that perception, that energy that she done put out there.
Come on, Q.
That, okay, you say you're being accountable if this is true, and now you're saying you're looking for a white man. What makes you think a white man is going to want to be bothered with you?
Come on.
With 3 kids.
This is the mentality that a lot of people got, which is unfortunate. That they think that you're going to be a treasure for someone, but you are next man's trash. Your husband treated you
It's crazy.
whatever way he treated you, and you decided to leave because you wanted some sex from another man, and you said that his sex was trash. Well, you wasn't going to have chemistry.
Come on, Q.
You've been with your husband for 19 years. You thought you was going to have chemistry off of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 episodes of sex? Come on. Listen, and I understand content and I respect content creators. However, we have a bunch of groupies that be doing stuff like this, and you went on Kendra G's platform and you embarrassed yourself.
Come on.
You made yourself look like a goofy. Like the sister Chanel said, she'll say anything next to say she's gonna be with a woman. Like this is rough, man. This is rough. This is our community.
White man. Why you want a white man now?
Because I think they're a little bit more in tune with a sensitive atmosphere.
What? Give me this.
This is a sick Negro.
The hell's a sensitive atmosphere? Family in the chat. Help see out with, yeah, you can't, nah, brother Black Larry, it can't be made up. I'm gonna start getting some sound bites from our brother Kevin Samuels. I'm gonna have to clip some shit up, cause this is crazy. Okay, so you clearly failed as a wife because you didn't, after all this time, you didn't want to be that. You entered the wife status early. You entered that early. You weren't prepared mentally for it. So you failed your marriage. It was on you. Then you went to the streets. Okay? And you failed in the streets. This chick got a pattern.
Well,
and now she wants to go to a white man because she's saying that black men are emotionally well, how you say that word? Unaware, emotionally unaware,
unstable
to handle a female like this.
Well,
fucking look at her eyes. She is clearly the nutbag. Look at them shits.
She's been married for 20 years. How can you speak on black men when you only had one man for 20 years and 3 children? What are you talking about? You've had that one man for 20 years and 3 children. And now you're saying black men are unstable. No, that's a shaming tactic right there. That's an insult tactic right there. That's one of those trying to guilt trip and your need to be right. This is crazy. Steve was the one who went outside a relationship, not him. And now she's shaming him because of her choice and going to insult him and try to guilt trip him. This is
a sick Negro.
Yeah, Wolf. Yeah. 3 kids, and now she want to enter the field again.
Talking about black men. No, your man, not black men. Your man.
3 kids. Want to enter the field again like you fresh off the cart with it, okay? And you left your man for a fling. But black men are out of touch. Give me this shit again.
This is a sick Negro.
You can't make this shit up.
You this what you got to choose from out there, my single brothers. Keep your head on the swivel. It's hard out here in these streets for you brothers. Salute to y'all, man. Keeping your head above water. Because this is the type of joint that's trying to line you up. Look at the eyeballs. You can look at her and tell she crazy as shit. Look at her. She look crazy. Look at her. Big ass forehead.
But watch this. Watch this. The word on the streets is this. Single women keep other women single. Okay? Because a married woman was married listening to a single woman. You don't get a bigger single platform than Kendra G on social media. And a married woman was listening to a single woman, and she decides to become single listening to a single woman. You can't make this up.
Salute to the 100+ in the building right now. Listen, let me see. We should be almost wrapped with this clip here. Look at this nutbag.
So no black men, just white men only.
Crazy
White men
shit.
only.
Put her in.
What are your deal breakers?
Black men.
Oh, she 10 toes down on it. We the problem.
Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right.
Why don't you want to date black men ever again?
I don't, because it's just too much. Baby mama drama. Give me some more, T.
Whoa.
She's projecting.
Hold on. Is that from the married husband that you had, or the side dude that you bumped into, that you had to get a little tinkle in with? Was that from the side dude that you left your whole marriage for, and then found out it wasn't hitting the spot like you thought it would? Sick, man.
This is a sick Negro.
Got me fucked up out here, man. This is crazy.
Girl, you a black woman who left her whole husband because you want to be out here in the streets with your vagina.
Cook her, Kendra. I'll give Kendra that. Cook her on that one. Do that thing in the streets. Family, ladies and gentlemen, in order for us to get to the main course here, we need a sponsor today, so we're gonna take an intermission. Okay, I had more appetizers, but shit, apparently these were good. So we're going to a intermission. We need our first sponsor and some contributors for today. We need 2 contributors and 1 sponsor for the broadcast. Here we are going on almost 3 hours, ladies and gentlemen. So salute to everybody that's checked in. We'll be right back after this intermission, ladies and gentlemen. Salute.
Yeah. It's entertainment. Harlem World. I'm the legend from the Hudson. Hey, ma, how you? I am that dude. You are so cute. Oh, it's lit. We knew. Talk to me. Hey, ma, how you? I am that dude. You are so cute. Oh, it's lit. We knew. Talk to me. Pulled up to the club, I'm talking to La Marina. My cousin Chucky Black is wavy, he in the Beamer. Mommy looking good, she see me, she with the peoples. And this is how entertainment, we moving like we the Beatles. I'm from Harlem, my ego is very lethal. This lady looked amazed, I'm talking to her people. Speaking all the sism like a pimp to a Mac. I'm too successful to lie, I'm speaking nothing but facts. Your booty is fat, but tell me, did you guzzle? Can't f with stupid if your grind is on the struggle. Yeah, I know you love a fly that takes a stand. And I don't rustle for likes, it's word to Instagram. I'm in the tropics, beaches of Martinique. I really get to a bag, I practice on what I preach. Life is really a beach, I'ma have it my way. I own the sand and the beach, cause I'm really that way. Hey ma, how you? I am that dude. You are so cute. Oh, it's lit. We knew. Talk to me. Hey ma, how you? I am that dude. You are so cute. Oh, it's lit. We knew. Talk to me. Let's keep it real, ma. You used to f*** the scammers. The love to keep you pampered. They locked up in the slammer. You saw a name of them corporate thuggin', but kept a hood. And I ain't paying for you know what's understood. I'll put you on the game. Baby, you a queen. Man, you get it on your own. Man, you really getting cream. And we could be a team. Show you things you never seen. But f***ing Applebee's. This is still the tropic breeze. I'm super grown to tell you lies. Don't make no sense. Don't compare me to stupid. Cause I ain't them. I'm connected. Politically respected. I whispered in your ear, man. I have you feeling breathless. Now you getting naked. Man, you a freak. You a lady in the seats. And the vibe in the streets. Maybe it's me. Love it when I really get it in with you. Now you can say that you popped it for real. Hey ma, How you? I am that dude. You are so cute. Oh, it's lit. We knew. Talk to me. Hey, ma. How you? I am that dude. You are so cute. Oh, it's lit. We knew. Talk to me. I'm a legend from the Hudson. I'm a legend from the Hudson. Yeah, I'm a legend from the Hudson. Yeah, I'm a legend. I'm a legend from the Hudson. I'm the legend from the Hudson. I'm a legend from the Hudson. See, I'm a legend.
I'm ready.
Peace, 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 peace. Shout out to my sister Chanel, putting on the books and keeping the kitchen open today. Man, Sister Chanel is now our sponsor of today's broadcast. Salute to our sister Chanel. Salute to the sister for coming through. Drop that flex bomb. Round of applause for the sister. Appreciate you, Chanel. Also, I want to send a salute to my brother Black Laren for hitting the Cash App as well. Hold on, let me see. Let me make sure I'm putting respect on the family that's supporting us today. Salute, absolutely. I think this is Brother Black Laren. Yeah, salute. Salute to our brother Black Laren coming through with the cash. Salute. Rock that flex. Shoot him around the place. Thank you, Brother Black Laren, man. Appreciate you, family. Appreciate you. Thank you to those who are helping us keep this thing going. Salute to everybody that has liked, shared, and subscribed. And also hit that notification bell as well, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So let me modify this 1 second really quick, and then we're going to get into it, man. This is, we're going to get into the final thing here. Brother Q is prepared. Brother Q wants this. Brother Q don't really be tapping in. Brother Q is here for this Anthony Davis shit, though. It's Anthony Edwards shit. So we're going to have that conversation real quick. Let me make a modification, y'all, and we're going to be right back really quickly. But stay with your boy. Salute, ladies and gentlemen. Salute, salute, salute. We are back. The brothers are back, and we are live here to have a conversation, man. You know, I still got the brothers Q in. I got my brother, the Wolf, in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see something here. Hold on 1 second. Let me adjust this here really quickly for the sister Chanel in the building doing what she does, holding us down today. Okay? Now, boom. We are back to have this conversation, ladies and gentlemen. All right? We are back to have a conversation. Hold on, let me check something else here. I think we got another one. Did we get another one? Oh, shout out to Brother Kev coming through, supporting the program. Salute to you, Brother Kev, always coming through as you do, sir. This dude, Kev, I can never get this dude on the live. He wanted to stop down supporters, man. I could never get him on the live, though. Tap in one day, Kev. God damn. Salute the Kevs. Drop the flex bomb for brother Kev. For being a solid supporter. Appreciate you, Kev, man. Appreciate you. All right, now. So, ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Edwards. This is a telltale story, right? Telltale story here. One, again, particularly last year, we saw a lot of women coming out. Well, a good amount of people coming out last year with older women, right? Getting pregnant. Drea leading the charge, right? Drea being one of them. Then a couple other chicks. And this is doesn't seem to be an anomaly here, ladies and gentlemen. These women are intentionally seeking these cats out. They're lining them up. It's easy work. This is easy work. These young bulls, they got the fresh money flowing right now, right? Everything looks great. And some of these shorties are just saying that, you know what? It's my turn. Right? She done got the lick out you. I got to get one. Okay? And in this particular case, some people are giving backlash. Right? And when I say this sister right here, let me show y'all who I'm talking about. Her name is Anisha Howard, I believe. I'm saying the name right. Okay? Let me show this young lady here. Let me pull her up so y'all can see. These shorties, man, these older chicks, boy, they coming out with these BBLs. They lining these little dudes up. BBL'd up. Tummy tucked up. Nose job. You know, some folks out here saying, oh, Shep, that's her real body. I'm calling cap. I know a BBL surgery when I see it. And you got to always look at the arms. Don't forget the arms. That's going to tell you that's a BBL. All right? And the tummy tuck. She got the nose. All of that's been done. She's officially been made up. Okay? This young lady, he got pregnant. Okay? Now I got some of the record. I got some of the correspondence between them. Okay? He asked her to get rid of the baby. Right? You know, go ahead and have that abortion. This was a one-off situation. Blew your back out. You was cute. And now we got to keep it moving. Anthony Edwards, my understanding, he's got about 4 females pregnant within a year span. 4 of them. Sliding. He got the big money, and he just don't know how to pull out. You know, these BBLs is catching bodies. BBLs are catching bodies out here. And the BBL is breaking up the black community. I tried to tell folks this before. The BBL is now breaking up the black community. Yeah. So that's going to be another broken home. I want to show y'all something. Just so we get an understanding before I play the Anisha chick. I'm going to show y'all how many females he has lined up. Okay? I'm going to show y'all all 4 of them. That he's alleged that it's alleged are pregnant by him, okay, including the girlfriend that he's supposed to have had during this whole time. Family, okay. So let's pull this up. Fair use to your wad. Let me bring this up for everybody. Make sure you like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so. We've been live for 3 hours now, okay. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, okay. Now, let's bring this up here. Let me bring this up for everybody. Bang. Okay? Check that out. Now, you got girlfriend on the left. Right? That's supposed to be the one. And the other 3 on the side, they were just slide-offs. Okay? These were slide-offs. Who lined him up. Right, put that thing on young bull. He's only 20. Now, my understanding, he's only 23 years old. My understanding, y'all. He's 23 years old. The shorty in the top right, She supposed to be 39. 39. Does she qualify to be a pedo? That's my question. What you think, Brother Wolf? Let me bring you up top, sir.
39 and he's 23.
Right. Right.
She ain't doing no more different than what the guys are doing. Ooh.
Hold on. What would you say? Hold on, sir. What'd you say, sir?
She's doing nothing different than what the older guys are doing.
Or have always done.
Yeah. I mean, guys want them at 20, 25, 30, and they're in their 50s and their 40s. Or older. But it's looked upon different because, again, she was supposed to be past her prime.
Well, again, I mean, Brother Wolf, all of these chicks are older than this young man, all of them. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Here's the double-edged sword when we deal with a culture like this. First and foremost, we've always heard about Papa being a Rolling Stone, right?
Mm-hmm.
How is it that we continue to see this, though? See, the accountability can't be just on that one man when you know he's already like that. Future got hella baby mamas. Elon Musk has hella baby moms.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't stopping these chicks from throwing their legs up in the air.
Nick Cannon,
right? Eddie Murphy. These women are voluntarily throwing that thing in a circle. But then you say niggas ain't shit. It don't work that way. It should have never worked like that. Because again, to a degree, to the victor goes the spoil. Right? Young, strapping young man. He doing some numbers in NBA. They know he got a good check coming through. And these shorties over here like, listen, I don't care if he got a girlfriend. What about me? I need a piece out of him too. Come on. I don't care if he got a shorty. I saw her on his arm. I see them walking around smiling and kissing each other. I know he got a baby that was about to be born by her. Don't make it any difference. Mine coming out 3 months later. We could share them. We can all be happy. But again, who's here to check the women? Right? Who's here to check the women that give this kind of a person that leeway?
Who gonna check me, boo?
Who gonna check her?
Girl.
Boo?
Girl,
you did that. And guess what? He's getting outraged, ladies and gentlemen.
You secured the bag.
You came up. You did that, sis. Sis, you did that. Right? Because here's the logic in a lot of these fools. Right? He got money. Throw all the yeah, Chanel. Yeah, I like
Chanel
it.
said enough's enough.
Come up top, Chanel. Let's get. Hold on, I'm dropping the link for Chanel. Let me drop the link for Chanel. Get Chanel in the building. Chanel, tap in. Check in, Chanel.
Who gonna check me, boo?
Time for you to cook a touch, Chanel. Let's bring you up top.
The move was when he
Shout out to our sponsor, the broadcast, Sister Chanel. Go ahead, Brother Q. Pardon me.
The chess move is when he did what he did next.
Right. Well, you know what, Q? Go ahead. Let's lay up for you. Go ahead.
He decided because she was intent on having a pregnancy and he didn't want a pregnancy. He decided because they were in Georgia. Not California. What he did is he knew something about child support. He paid her child support all the way to the child is 18 up front.
Got to respect it.
And she knew what was going on because she tried to make residency in California where she would have got more money. But he said, no, 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 no. I'm going to pay what I'm supposed to pay all the way to this child is 18. Not talking about future or potential earnings or potential losses, because ain't nobody saying he can't get hurt in his career, be down the toilet. So,
well, Q, real quick, which baby mother are you referring to?
I think it's the older one, the one that just had the baby.
Anisha Howard. Okay, so yeah, go ahead, you got it, bro.
So this, I mean, I can't say much about the subject. I'll be honest with you. I just say that this generation. Listen, I said we failed, y'all. I didn't just say that for the men. Women got failed too. And she right there. She ain't that much younger than me. But this is what has happened. I mean, I know that culture of the NBA very well. I have a close friend who is an agent.
Your mic breaking up, Q.
I have a close friend who's an agent. And I know what goes on behind the scenes. Heavy. I know about using different names at hotels. And trust me, these young ladies, not just young by age, I mean, as far as the maturation, they, for every 50 that don't get up in that room, it's going to be 25. I knew one player in particular that played for the Nets, and legitimately, he had about 30 different names.
Right.
And when he was what they call the op, they get beat by not just females. They got dudes around them that be taking them money, talking about they're their business manager, and they be swindling money for them. So these athletes and entertainers, definitely these athletes, I know that culture. Like I said, I know that culture, and it's a dangerous game. I think every athlete, the average athlete, is divorced 3 to 5 years after they retire. Because the jig is up. Now they home. Now they're around that person, that perfect stranger, and now they got to deal with that. So, our sister is on the panel, so she could give us some expertise because she says she has dated older men.
Yes, indeed. Salute to Sister Chanel for checking in. What it look like, sis? Holla at your boy.
I love y'all. Give me 2 seconds, okay? I'll be right. I'm washing.
Yes, indeed. Most definitely. Okay. Well, in the meantime, while the sister is getting it together, let's go ahead on and I got a clip from Anisha Howard. Okay.
Yeah. You said Adina Howard?
Anisha Howard. I got a clip from her. So let's really get into this today. And had a conversation because she 10 toes down. Listen, I'm just out here being me. Y'all lucky. Y'all lucky. I'm giving you the time of day. Yeah. So hold on, let me go ahead and show this. Listen, again, we talking about this sister right here. Not my fault. I'm beautiful and I have a nice body. I understand you paid for it, sis. You had to get it together. You always know when one of these chicks pay for their body. Look at the arms. You always go to the arms, fellas, when you're dealing with a transformer. Okay? This is a master of disguise right here. Okay? So now let's go ahead and play this. Fair use.
I've also come to realization that there are just certain allegations that I will never, ever beat with you guys. I came into this situation with the status because I have a child by a very successful artist, right?
Little baby.
From then, I'm viewed as a certain type of woman because I'm beautiful and I have a nice body. And normally women like that attract a certain caliber of men, which is also not my fault. And now that I am in yet another situation where I now have a child with another successful man, There's no telling you guys that I'm not a gold digger.
Bust down apologist. This is a this is a buzz down apologist, y'all. Oh, poor me. I tooted that thing up. I did what I had to do, and it ain't my fault. They just come after me. When they see this thing, they got to have it. All right? Bust down logic. But I'm going to pause before I resume this. Is my sis Chanel ready, sis? Are you ready to go? Okay, she's still getting ready. Let's play some. She done. She done came on the camera now. Hold on. Wait a minute now. We done got blessed by the sis Chanel. It's your girl, Chanel. You got the hair in and everything. Chanel said, if I'm going live, I'm going to be right. You're not about to say nothing to me.
Chef C, melanin popping too.
First of all, if
you here looking like a Hershey Kiss.
Okay, yeah, you understand? Hey, it's your world, girl. Go ahead. You got the flow, girl. Go ahead.
I love y'all so much. Okay. I hope you're having a great Sunday. I am too. Okay. I'm not going on old girl yet because I have not listened to that full clip that she's talking about. So I'm not going to go there. But I'm calling Cap.
Okay.
I'm calling Cap.
On what exactly?
The 39 and 23-year-old fella. Is it the same girl though?
Yeah, same.
Oh, it is. Okay, cool. All right. I got older brothers. I'm the baby. They all dated older women. All of them. My mom and them knew about it. The one chick, my brother Debo, he was 15. The chick had to be about 25. Got him hired at Popeyes. This is back in 1990 or 89, 90. Y'all dated older women. Y'all know this. A lot of mature men dated older women. So now that y'all trying to act like this is some kind of new phenomenon.
No. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on, sis. Wait a minute. Let me hold on now. Hold on. Wait a minute. I didn't necessarily per se that it was a new phenomenon. What I am saying is that the predatory aspect of it is increasing from older women now, and particularly the way that they intentionally target a particular group of folks. You don't right now in our new societal environment, you're not seeing older women go for younger men like that anymore. I mean, that aren't successful per se. They lining them. Oh yeah, like listen. If they go after a younger cat, he already got to be fly, and even that is limitations because a lot of these shorties like, man, you're not mature enough for me. We can't even have a conversation. What we gonna talk about? All right, so he might have a little bag, but she like, you a little boy. So what I am seeing here is that, okay, shorty right here in this particular case, she knows I get my BBL, I get my nose done, I make sure this thing stay laid. I'ma line me up a little youngin'. And just make sure that I'm in the right place at the right time more often than not. So I think more so what I'm looking at here is that older women are now strategically putting themselves in places to hit the lick. That, I don't know if that was something that was done before. But maybe you can enlighten me. I'm only a little millennial, but I know older women have, I've always had some kind of lure to myself when it came to older women. Women are very attracted to me. Always. I mean, successful chicks and everything got all of their own. So if I wanted to be a bum, I could do it right now and be great. But I ain't on me like that. I'm not doing it. Yeah. But go ahead. You got the flow,
No,
sis.
absolutely, you are correct. The dynamic has changed slightly, because
Okay.
women are able to afford the body upkeep,
Right.
okay, than used
Right.
to, okay. However, this has still been the same thing. Now, unfortunately, I will say when you said this too, yes, men back in the day were a little bit more mature than today.
Mm-hmm.
That
Okay.
is very true. Yeah, so we'll say like the young 23-year-olds. If you find a 23-year-old that's like really mature, he's like an anomaly at this point because you don't find 23-year-olds that's really mature doing their thing. So of course the older woman will be attracted to that, and he will be attracted to her too in a lot of ways. So that is a little slightly different. Just like you got older men who love younger women.
Okay.
We got to deal with that too. It is what it is at this point now. You do have a dynamic here that is happening, that's always been happening. There's a few variables that women and men do not want to accept, but
Okay.
it is happening. This is nothing new.
Hmm.
Nothing
Well,
new.
well, brother Wolf, you on mute, sir. What is your position on what the sister said? Your perspective on Sister Chanel's
No,
statement?
she needs to qualify that variable.
Mm.
You can't put that variable out there and don't say what it is. What's the variable? Look here, I'm approaching 60 in a couple of years.
Okay.
And when I came up, you didn't see too many older women going after the young ones like that.
A lived experience, Chanel.
I'm lived experience right now.
Okay, so my variable will be again the upkeep in the body.
Let me get the sis back on. Hold on, hold
Okay.
on. Say that. Let me get you back. Yeah, go ahead. Talk that talk, sis.
Okay. The upkeep in the body.
Okay.
Because she said she's 39, right?
Right. Yeah, right. She's
Age,
39.
she's 39. Well, 39 is still young to me, but to a 23-year-old, that would be kind of older, right?
Yes.
What you mean, kinda? Come on, Chanel. Come on and keep it a buck, sis. You know that's 39 and 23.
That's a big gap.
He's extremely wet behind the ears.
Extremely wet. So I don't call it pedo, because a pedo to me is anybody under the age. So I don't want to put that jacket on them. But is that a little bit of
Cougarish?
Mentally manipulative? She's mentally maybe handicapped in a lot of ways, because as me I'm 45. Ain't no way in hell I'm dating somebody that's 23. I wouldn't even date somebody that's 28 or in their 20s, early 30s, personally, or I'm gonna say 40s. I date older people, so that would be a little bit more difficult for me.
Okay.
But for women who are purposely looking for young people, of course they have a motive. Just like older men who purposely looking for young chicks, of course they have a motive. It's the same thing. So those variables will be for women. They can alter their bodies. I can't say if they look younger, but she looks kind of young to me to be 39. You guys can disagree with me or not, because I don't date women. Would you guys say that she looks good?
Well, I don't know what she look like because she had a lot of makeup on. We don't know what she look like. Take that hair off and that
mask. Say first looks.
She looks.
First look.
She doesn't. Unfortunately, it's the wrong three men on the panel.
Okay, maybe
she don't look appealing to us three.
Okay, you three. Two or three. Well, Chef ain't saying nothing. So I'm gonna say
we seem to like seasoned women.
Okay.
And she looks a little bit too much did up for just a casual video. She looks like as they say, I got my face beat just to be on video. And the thing that's interesting, what you're saying, Chanel, is the unfortunate part about it all is that this is part of a subculture of groupie behavior that's going on in the NBA, where now you see, in particular, one woman will have multiple kids by 6 and 7 different, not 6, 7, 3 or 4 different athletes. Mm-hmm. So they're basically doing the Kim Kardashian with children.
Right. Come on.
And that's the scary part about how what Chef C said about the BBLs is destroying our community because these women and men are having multiple kids, being in broken homes from the door, and then we're gonna eventually have to deal with the fruits of what we put forth.
Right.
And this is the dangerous part. Like now, what the young lady is saying is a bunch of bull crap.
Well, like I would look at this sister in the face and be intrigued to hear her first 5 words. After that, and then if I decided to have analyzed the rest of her body and I saw the BBL, she's cooked. Immediately done. I'm from a breed of men who despise the BBL culture. That particular lifestyle. I don't care if it's a little BBL or the crazy one. I just don't believe in that kind of shit. And you look like an alien to me.
So no mommy makeover? We can't do the mommy makeover?
No.
Saggy tits and all? Y'all cool with the saggy boobs?
Chef C, I see a question up, and I need to really. I see a statement up by one of the supporters of the channel.
Where we at? Who's it?
Jay.
Jay. Let's bring Jay.
And I don't know if you're a male or female, so I'm gonna just say Jay and address you as a male or female, right? You said Anthony Edwards is a good dude. He's just young. He'll be in all his kids' lives. He just needs to mature more.
Okay. Yeah, he just paid $1 million.
Jay, respectfully, Jay, that's an oxymoron, your statement. How is he a good dude? I'm not saying he's a bad individual and something need to happen to him, but what quantifies him as a good dude when he has already basically signed up to have broken homes? He's not married to none of these women.
We're going to have to go to Sister Chanel after that comment. Go ahead, Q. Keep cooking, man. Keep cooking.
He's not married to none of these women. He basically paid up front for support for one child and said he don't want nothing to do with the child, nothing to do with the mother. So I get from the aspect of financial support what you're saying, but at the end of the day, these kids need parents. They just don't need fathers. Parents are there, whether they're in a relationship or not. It's almost going to be impossible. He don't even know these women and he's having kids with them.
Right.
He don't know them. He paying the $5. Now he putting his money where his mouth is, but he don't know them. So my thing is, as a man, if you're a man or a woman, what quantifies him as a good dude? What's your definition of a good dude? Because what I call a good dude, I wouldn't say he is, but I will say based off of what I would have said even when I was his age at the time, he's a fuckboy.
Come on.
He's 23 years old. He's a nut job. I got friends like that. And what I mean friends like that with multiple baby mothers.
Right.
That now they're paying now they're paying for it because they got a bunch of grown kids that don't want to have nothing to do with them. But I got friends like that. So what makes him a good dude? This is what we need to push back on our community. As we always say, we as black melanated people need to push back. Somebody need to take Anthony Edwards by the hand and be like, yo, bro, you bugging.
Nephew.
It's more to you than being able to put a ball in the basket. As a man, you shouldn't be doing this.
Right.
Period. Let alone having unprotected sex.
That part. Ooh. Nobody want to talk about. That's 4 different baby moms he raw dogging. 4 different baby moms he raw dogging. What about the sexual transmitted disease? That makes him a good dude? You raw dogging 4 different. You raw dogging 4 different women, essentially at the same time. Right. So again, the good dude part comes in where? Now, in these cases, of course, it takes 2 to tango, right? They throwing that thing up in the air and they letting them go in raw. That's on them, right? But again, you don't qualify as being a good dude knowing that you have a weak pullout game, but you still going in everybody role. Come on, man. So my sis Chanel, let me go to you, and then I'm gonna swing to the wolf. Talk to me about this. Yeah.
I'm new.
You're looking mighty beautiful too. Just for the record, you're looking very beautiful.
I appreciate
it's popping right now. Okay.
Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate that because I hear a lot of other stuff. Thank you very much. So my question is, okay, so I don't know Anthony, but did he say that he's not going to be in the kid's life since he gave that lump sum payment? I'm just asking because I don't know.
Two kids. He said he didn't want to be their father.
Oh, this the guy that said he don't want no kids, but he constantly having kids.
Well, he's gonna have them now, but yeah, he said he didn't want a couple of them kids.
Oh, okay. I didn't know this was the same fella. Okay, all right. So I didn't even know the same person. Okay, all right. So my question would be: I have questions. Financial support does not. If you give financial support and no emotional or nothing else support, that means that's a deadbeat father. I'm asking these questions. And then vice versa. If you give emotional support but no financial support, does that mean they're a deadbeat father?
Brother Wolf, take that, sir.
So look, see that you're trying to flip it now. I hear you flipping it.
I'm really not. I'm just not on his behalf because I didn't even know that was the fella. I'm just asking that particular question, not on his.
So just because he set aside $1 million for that child, that's his finances. He still had to deal with if he does not partake in the bringing that child up, that's still neglect. That's neglect because a child needs that masculine and that feminine energy, needs that mother and that father. He don't get no pass because he gonna give up $1 million because that child didn't actually be here. So yeah, he could be considered somewhat deadbeatish. When he consciously made a decision, I don't want no parts of you or the child. But nigga, your pull-out game.
Come on.
Or your pull-on game.
The black community is in a state of emergency. Hell yeah, that's neglect.
Yeah, that's neglect.
Yeah.
And look,
we have no time. We have hold on one question, Chanel. Pardon me from interrupting you. We have no time to be playing in our community.
Right.
We need all hands on deck. We need mentorship, male and female. We have no time to be playing. We need to build men and we need to be responsible men and responsible women collectively. So that him not being there alone, my dad's Anthony Edwards. Oh yeah, he provided for me, but I don't know him emotionally. I don't know how he thinks. I don't know how he needs to teach me how to be a man.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically, if he goes into this premise and he does this to a young man for 18 years, the only thing that he's going to know from his father was he was a sperm donor and all he knows how to do is sling wood. He don't know nothing else.
Yeah.
That's not being a man. Now, I'm not saying he can't learn that from potentially men in her life.
Right.
But the men need to take the lead. Men need to take the lead. I respect these two brothers on the panel as men, but I don't want them to be men in my house.
Come on.
I got to take the lead and be the man in my house, in my domain, and vice versa. And I respect these two brothers to the utmost. But we don't do this and we don't hold each other accountable enough. And Anthony Edwards, the brother Jay may not know, I told you I got a sports background. He come from a good family. Anthony Edwards, what we consider a good family.
Oh, no
grandfather in his life and everything.
No matriarchy ran household?
No.
It was. Yes, it was.
It was. Yeah, it was.
The mother and the grandmother raised him till he was 14 years old, and they died. They died. Okay.
But Chef C, it goes back to what we was talking about before with these athletes. The community put their arms around these guys when they were young.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of has had some good male figures. I know his grandfather's some, but it goes back to what we got to just hold each other accountable and be accountable and understand that we are in a state of emergency. We have no time to be playing. So to answer your question, Chanel, I hope we were able to give you a good answer.
On one part of it, but then I'm gonna go back to the second part of it, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. The non-financial part of it. So he's the father is there. He cannot support financially. They cannot support emotionally. Give that kid. How give the kid a male child the standards, what it means to be a man. But he was raised by one too. But it's something in that child and that the son, the father now, who cannot reciprocate what he received from the father, the granddad. So now you like my son. So my son father who can't do nothing. All he can do is just come around and talk about sports. That's it. He's there. I mean, he's there. He's there. Call him there.
Hey, hold on, sis Chanel. You said the father. See, we gotta quantify that.
She took a shot.
Okay.
No, it's not a shot. This is just what's been happening in the.
I'm just. Is the father a bum?
Yes, I'm gonna say yes. I mean, because you got to be a bum if we're talking.
No. I mean, like, what qualifies as a, like? Is he sleeping on the street?
No, not sleeping on the street, but never had his own place.
Mm-hmm.
I call them hobosexuals. That's a term.
Oh my goodness.
Hobosexuals. Never had his own place.
Now look, hold up now. You can't listen. He can't defend himself. You can't.
Yeah, that's why I said hold on. That's why I did that.
Well, okay, never had his own place. So that's
okay.
Facts.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Go with the facts.
That's a fact. Never had your own place. You've always had minimum wage jobs.
Okay. And
that's it.
Well, how did he get you?
We're not talking about me, but this is talking about.
Hold on, sis. How did he get you? Because if he always listen, hold on, sis. He always had these things. This is what you knew about him, but he was able to get them draws.
Put him on the phone.
You're gonna have to make. See, you put it out here now. You're gonna have to make it. You're gonna have to make the math.
Hey, Sister Chanel, let me tell you, even in that, right, and even in that, I listen. How he is now may not be how he will tomorrow, right? So we're gonna give him some grace.
How much grace? He about 60.
We're gonna give him some grace until you're in the grave.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say this to you, right? I guarantee that young man, your son, one of your brothers got his ear.
We're not talking about my son. I work with kids, so I'm just
okay. See, yeah.
I work with kids.
So in that scenario, right, is that unfortunately in our communities, when young men are deprived of that male figure, that father from the sperm donor male figure, what they'll do is they're going to cling to a male figure. Now, that male figure may be positive or negative, but they're going to cling to it. It may be the guy like I clinged. Even though my father was in my life, I still clung to the street dudes. That's what attracted me. Until I learned what comes with that. So I say that to say that we need all hands on deck. We have no time to open up the doors for this type of behavior. And if you look at us, the Black community, we're going backwards. We're not going forward as a family. We're going backwards. Anthony Edwards, for lack of better words, he out here tripping. Now we could rip the sister all day long because she's looking at Anthony Edwards as an op in the bag, but Anthony Edwards is tripping.
Yeah, he is definitely a flag on the play, Q. It's definitely a flag on the play. But no, let me get back to my sister Chanel. We got to quantify what you were saying.
because I wanted to come back on that too. But Papa was a Rolling Stone. Y'all remember that, right? Okay. So what was the question too?
I like that. She got that off.
Papa was a Rolling Stone. He had kids. His hat was his home. Okay.
And but hey, Mama knew that about Daddy, and it ain't stray her from throwing them legs up.
Do y'all know? I just learned that about 10 years ago.
Yeah, Mama knew Papa was a Rolling Stone, and she just had to feel what the wave was like.
My mama calls them huzzies. So I learned that.
But huzzies was humping on a lot of women.
Yeah. No, the women were huzzies.
Huzzies. There you go. The women. Pardon me. The women.
Yeah, they wanted to have sex, with men.
Yeah, they wanted to feel. They wanted to feel. Listen, that dude going around laying it down. Oh, girl. Oh, child, you heard about him, girl. We know them conversations. So yeah, they got to feel it for themselves.
Way back in the day.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
Yeah, but let's bring it back to the baby father now. Yes.
So the father. So we got male parents who cannot mentally or emotionally raise their children. I think that's the best way I can say it. So we already got the financial part of it. So Anthony, he can financially support the kid, but emotionally, intellectually, spiritually rear that child. To me, in my mind, that's kind of what's happening. And I work directly with children. That's what I do for a living. And that's what's happening with our Black American children. This is what's happening.
Who's raising them?
It seems like everybody raising these kids. I got a good example. One of the parents forgot to pick up the kid from school. Okay. The mama called the daddy called the mama. So they both came up kind of the same time. Do you know they arguing so bad? We had to call the police.
Check this out. We got a phenomenal question here. Cause Sis Chanel, you still sidestep that question about that baby father of yours.
My baby daddy.
That's right. Yeah. Let's bring him up. How did he get Chanel draws? Let's go there, goddammit. Yeah.
This is a sick Negro.
Yeah. Let's go there today. How did he get your drawers? Did he catch you on the come up when he was at McDonald's, them dead end jobs? What did he do? He caught Chanel on a late night, hair slicked back. What happened?
A happy hour.
What happened, girl?
Okay, I know Chef C from back in the day, so I'll reveal this.
Mm-hmm. Talk to me. Yeah.
You can't.
Not personally. We never met in real life. I had my son when I was 16 years old.
Okay, so he got you at the dollar menu.
Yeah.
Okay.
With 50 cent menu, 25 cent menu.
Yeah, 25. Right.
I was very young.
Okay, so that makes sense.
He's much older too.
Oh, much older than you.
Mm-hmm.
Like 28? Was he 28 when you got you?
5.
Interesting. About 3 years.
No, 9.
No, I'm talking about his age, not yours.
Oh, yes, right. Yeah. We're 9 years apart. Mm-hmm.
So that makes so yeah, okay. That's a different yeah, okay,
I don't
there
put
you
myself
go.
in the victim mode and like I was young. No.
Ain't nobody see no victim on this
People was like, oh, he was older than you. No. I made my decision. It is what it is. So yes, that's my only time.
Yeah, he hit a lick. He knew what he lined you up. Okay. I mean, listen,
I don't want to say that either because I made that decision.
Boom, I love it, Chanel. Say that, please say that one more time.
It was all on me. I'm not putting on nobody on him and nothing like that. I knew exactly what I was doing, and I made that very, very, very clear.
You wasn't fully
very clear. And people say that. Y'all say that. Let me be very honest with you all.
Okay.
Come on.
The only mistake I was not able to do was talk to my mom about birth control.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Sis Chanel. Salute to you getting a little vulnerable on that next podcast.
Right?
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I love it though, because again, we do oftentimes, and folks might say, oh, Chef, here you go. But on the flip side of that coin, right? And you said 16, we always seen the cat with the decent little car drive up to the high school and pick up the girl. That's a Chanel in my eyes.
I could have been R. Kelly.
Yeah, it's I
I mean, this is very clear. That was very normal. There was
it
nothing.
was
It was very normal. All of my girlfriends, their boyfriends was in their 20s, graduated high school already, or in college, and we're talking 90s.
Right.
Okay.
But 20 ain't the same as 25.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I said 20 is not the same as 25.
No,
especially
it's not.
16.
It's a big difference. And I had to pay very close to my son's father. He didn't have any other kids. We both only got one apart. But I wanted to pay very close attention to, am I the only, do you always date young chicks? You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to be really mentally aware of what he was doing too as well. But he never had any other kids. He always actually only dated older women past me, but his maturity level, unfortunately, I'm just saying from my perspective, never reached. I can see his mom. Well, they got some family issues that is really prevalent. That does not, unfortunately, affect my son. I'm very grateful for that. But the other kids and stuff, yeah, it is some family things that they have.
You know what, sis? And I think about this. I'm gonna say the thing that most folks don't want to say out loud. See, to a degree, it feels as if this pedo outrage is new.
It's very new.
When it appears to have been a cultural norm. Beyonce, Jay-Z, R. Kelly, Aaliyah. Right, Marcus Houston and the chick he got, right? This ain't new shit. It's Black not. America.
It's green lighted. It's green lighted based on your influence and how much money you have.
You have broke people.
There's a certain segment of our community. Well, our community, not just Black community, but America as a whole, need to really have a deep down conversation about it. And how other cultures don't frown upon it as much as we frown upon it. Then we frown upon it, and then there's people that break the laws, and then there's people that get a pass. A lot of people who are of influence get a pass. You got money,
outrage, right?
You got money, you get a pass. I was in a situation when I was a younger guy where I dealt with a woman that was way too old for me. My aunt at the time had a problem, and I never understood why my aunt had a problem. Until I got older.
The sister said, "What's way too old for you?"
She was 20 years older than me, and my aunt had a problem with it. And my aunt basically said to me, as I got older, when we had a conversation about it, my aunt told me, she said, "I feel as though she was trying to groom you." So we need to have that conversation where we encourage it. You know, when I was in school, you know, the girls that were my age, they dealt with guys that was in college with cars. Y'all know what we do. And nobody ever say, well, that's an issue. When that girl is 16, 17 years old and the guy 24 and 25 is picking up in his G-Ride. It's acceptable in some instances, some people say. In some instances, it's not acceptable. It is a very selective outrage, Chef C, and it's very dangerous because we'll vilify a person based off of how we like them and if they got influence. Everybody knows how old Jay-Z is. Everybody knows how young he was when he first started dealing with Beyonce. Is it because we like them that we don't say nothing? I don't know. I don't have the answer for this. But I know that we choose to say something when we choose to say something about it.
Yeah, I call cap on the Black community's outrage. Collectively, it's a necessary cap to call because we did give a lot of people passes. Even I mean, granted, we may have been too young for those of us who were in high school watching those older heads pull up to the school to grab our peer females, and even the teachers that permitted it, who saw these folks pull up to the school and grab the little girls.
And don't be in the fashion industry. It's even worse in that industry.
Right. Right.
It's a lot of, and I'm just going to use her an example. It's a lot of young models that Vera Wang cling to.
Right. Talk that, Q. Yeah.
And that's just Vera Wang. That's just one. I mean, what was the one that was dealing with Andrew Cunanan? Versace.
Right.
He was he had an alternative lifestyle, but Versace was an old man dealing with a young man. So hold up now. Was he using his influence? So we need to, be able as a country, definitely in America, to have this conversation and be able to feel uncomfortable, because at the end of the day, when you're dealing with this age thing, certain things are certain. Just got it, Chef C. I live in a state where 16 is considered legal.
Right, that part, Q.
And you drive over an imaginary line, and now you breaking the law. So this is something that, like I said, we need to have a conversation about it, and it's going to make people feel uncomfortable, but it needs to be had. It needs to be talked about. Definitely when you're a country that is diverse and accepting of everybody else's culture and upbringing.
Well, what I've also paid attention to is that this is why I say, for me, the rise in this type of a woman is strategic. She understands the adjustment in the market, and she has to become, per se, more of the aggressor. It is over. She understands that this market has become overly sexualized. Okay, and in order for her to survive in it, she has to become the thing of their dreams, of their fantasy. Right? In order for her to survive. This is a survival strategy.
One viral clip and one viral moment that's going viral right now is, and I know he's of age. He's a grown ass man, but a 46-year-old man dealing with Patti LaBelle. Come on now.
Yeah, that's wild.
Come on.
I can't do it. It's just the Chanel. Hold on, let me holler at Sis Chanel. We got to brace sis up. Sis, is you? Oh no, you not giving it to Patty. This is diabolical.
This is a sick Negro.
Ain't no way.
46. How old is Patti LaBelle?
80.
She 80. She probably, my mom 84. How old? Let me go ask my mom if she wanted a 46-year-old. Okay. Patti LaBelle got a 46-year-old man.
Cher, Madonna.
Oh, Cher, I did see that. No, Madonna. I did see Madonna thing. I want to ask. Star asked the question: did my son father?
Yeah, let's pull that up.
Resemblance to my dad. If you can pull that up, and I can answer that correctly, because I think that's a very, very important question. Oh, I don't see it. I just see.
Oh, it's on the screen.
Yeah, I see. Okay. I'm going to say no, Star, honestly, but his dad, my son's grandfather, was technically my baby daddy without the sex part. He paid for everything. He did everything. I never wanted for anything. My son's grandfather, my dad had passed when I was 13 years old, but my son's grandfather did everything. They all cited generations. My dad was born in 1928, and then my son's dad was born in 1927, 26. So they all from that silent generation. They all took care of their family. You ain't got to go on child support. You got to do none of that. So I did have a very, very wonderful foundation. So I never, had to go through that situation. So, but I think I went on potential as a young person, so that never works out. But yeah, so no, I thought he did, but no, in particular, no. But the granddad, shout out to Mr. Banks. I'll say that. Shout out to Mr. Banks. Yes. Without him and my dad, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Absolutely.
I see. Salute to them gentlemen for
stepping
in.
For real. I'm being very honest.
Patriarchy style.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yeah.
Shout out to but Patty LaBelle and Cher are diabolical.
No, they
Oh,
not. Them grown men.
that's diabolical to me.
And then
I don't know about this.
and then when we hear a guy like Robert De Niro dealing with young women, you'll see women in the comments talking about he giving her worms.
Cool.
Yeah. Because older men do not have that stamina.
Oh, see, that's.
I'm gonna say that. It's true. It's okay.
Well, see, the problem is, a lot of cats out here giving Ron Isley the pass too. See, yeah. See, we don't talk about Uncle Ron.
Uncle Ron look good though.
See. Chanel about to have another one. You see that?
Right, another baby.
Uncle Ron about to get you.
Younger than me.
He about to hit you with sugar. He about to hit you with one of them shits.
I need you to place a number on older men. What is older men? What age you talking about?
Okay, so I'm older too now. So
I'm maybe the oldest one on the planet right now. I'm a whole 56. I'm 56.
For me. Now, if I'm talking to my little cousin, she's 33. Older man to her is 40. I'm like, damn, girl. She really be like, I talked to somebody that was 40. I'm like, you 33. In her mind, that's But for me, 80 plus is older.
Well, yeah, that's old for me too. We 80.
Let's just say
that's old for AARP. So of course it's gonna be old for anybody.
We ain't gonna say older. We just gonna start using seasoned.
Yeah, season.
Yeah.
Y'all call us older, so now we ain't gonna change.
I call some women are just seasoned. You know,
I ain't seasoned either. I am not Laurie's. My nickname ain't Laurie's.
I don't like Laurie's. That's why I say
good.
that ain't the kind of.
Are you gonna give me a mixture?
That's not. And I'm gonna tell folks who think Laurie's seasoning, and that's not seasoning.
Okay,
I'm standing on it.
They tell you what it is. It's nothing but salt. That's the first ingredient.
Right.
Lowry spice makes up salt makes up 80% to 90% of salt, and then there's a sprinkle of other shit in there. That's all salt. But you know what? Let's get back to this here. Let her finish talking her shit. Now I remember a shorty like this real quick. I was living in a phenomenal, real like rich kind of situation when I was just being stupid with my money. But nonetheless, I would see chicks like this all the time, especially when I was out at my heated pool just chilling. They would come out there to try to get your attention because they would get onto the property by hitting a lick off the old dudes. So it'll always be like old white guys that live up in the property too, of course, so they would get these types of chicks. And these type of chicks, they'll go out to the pool, ass out, all of this other shit, and always looking in all the other brother faces and stuff whenever you did see a brother, because the more money you make, the less of us you see. That's just how it goes. But nonetheless, these type of chicks would find their way there via just smiling the old guy face. So they bring them there, they let them get in the pool, the heated pool, all this other shit. Dime a dozen. There was like millions of these types of chicks. Same, they look like damn near identical. Nose, the eyebrows, the makeup, the hair, all of that shit the same. And they be all in your face. So I was just saying, like, these chicks, you got to understand, these chicks, they huddle up with each other. And they tell their friends, hey, this is how you hit a lick. You want to know where to get you a rich guy? You got to go hang over here. Even if you got to smile like you care about what them old dudes are saying, long as you're there, then you spread your wings. I would see them do it all the time, y'all. Thought they was going to hit a lick on C. I'm sorry, I'm busy. I got things I got to do. Yeah. You're not getting no meals. You're not getting nothing. I got to go. Understand me? And it would infuriate them, and they would try harder to get your attention, is what I'm saying. So even to the point, if they would and I would see them catch a couple licks at the pool. They would catch a couple of these dumb fools, and ain't no protection, and ain't none of that. It's about trapping. It's about hitting a lick. I don't need this to be my first or last time coming on this property. This is where it's at. Girl, they over here, girl. I would see a chick call up, hit her homegirls up while she at the pool and say, baby, girl, it's ballers over here. Come over here. Get over here now. What?
I'm working this John real quick, Daddy.
Right. They all look like that right there on the screen. So the face, like I said, the face is is attractive. But as soon as, to me it is, I'm going to be honest.
I don't know what she is. I need to see you butt naked out the shower, no makeup on.
No, I'm saying, listen, I'm just being honest. It would have me look.
I glance.
It had me glance. Yeah, it had me glance. But then as soon as I go to I go to the body and I see BBL, I'm get the fuck away from me. I get turned off immediately off them BBLs. Them BBLs and them tummy tucks, it ain't it. It's breaking up too many communities, and I just don't like them. I'm like, who is this representative? This is a costume.
Yes, that's a costume right there. I think. Look, with the guys, at least when you see me or you see the guys, we ain't made up. What you see is what you get. I take the glasses off. This is me.
That's Juan J. Johnson.
We expect y'all to be y'all. We don't expect y'all to get BBLs and tummy tucks.
No, I'm saying the witchcraft is on 100.
Because y'all like it.
Yeah.
I mean, we're supposed to become a trend.
He said the witchcraft.
It is on 100, and y'all like it. Not you specifically.
No, I mean, who am I looking at right now? Take the hair, the eyes, and the surface up. What do we get?
The Jezebel Manifesto.
I don't date women.
Watch this.
No.
That sister that called the police on this dude, he got killed. The picture they showed her.
I don't think that was her. I don't think that was her.
The one she got locked up.
Yeah, I don't think that was the same person.
Yeah, you know, makeup is witchcraft.
It can't be. I mean, this can't be the same girl. I'm going I'm doing some further investigation.
Look, I mean,
I'm going to go on the limb and say I don't know.
I'm just saying, you don't need to hold out the makeup on. I mean, I want to see you
out
the shower, out the bathtub, butt naked, no makeup on. That's you right there.
I'm about to put a full face on. Let me see it.
Hey, I got kicked out of my own program, man.
You did.
They kicked me out, man. This shit is crazy, man.
You doing good. You doing real good.
So let's see what's happening here. Let me see. Hold on, what happened? Yeah, they disconnected me and everything. Oh man, you wildin'. See?
Well, you still here. We still hear you. We still hear you.
Yeah, we started everything you heard.
I'm talking about to my other platforms. They done dropped me up out of my other platforms. Yeah. That's all right. You know, this is a cook up. They like it.
You becoming a star on here. They like you in the chat.
That's a good thing. You getting kicked out.
You done brought that feminine energy on them. We're not chauvinist. You done brought the feminine energy on a male dominated show.
I'm a chauvinist.
Okay, we back now. Yeah, they don't let it reconnect. There you go. Yeah,
I believe in roles.
A 110 plus in the building right now.
Yeah.
Salute. Yeah. So now, I mean, listen again. You know, I would say this is Jezebel craft here. This is Jezebel craft, and it's Jezebel talk too.
Yeah. Now her talk is. Let's hear what she had to say, because I could not get past the 2 words she said. So go. Yeah.
You guys. It's no beating those allegations at all.
She doesn't naturally. What annoys me with chicks like this, she doesn't naturally talk like that. This is a freaking farce. It's a costume. This is even the voice is fake. You know, these guys, because Kim Kardashian sounds like this. Okay. You know, this is the way it is. You can, but look at her jawline, and when she's talking, you can tell it's fake. She doesn't even sound like that for real.
The only thing that irritates me is
you.
I read comments that say, oh, you're a gold digger, or you kept the baby for a check. What if I came to y'all's pages, right? And I compared the men that you have children with to the men that I have children with. And I said, you were digging for poverty when you picked him to be your baby daddy, weren't you?
Wow.
Oh, you kept that baby for an extra income tax credit, didn't you? Or you kept that baby for a couple extra $100 in food stamps, didn't you? Or you kept that baby for an extra Section 8 voucher. Is that why you kept your baby? Now, if that was triggering, that's how I feel every time somebody says, do you even love that baby? You kept that baby for a check.
Girl, shut up.
This is a sick Negro.
This is high-level hoeing. Nothing more, nothing less.
Watch this. She called out the sister. She said, y'all are digging for poverty.
Y'all low-level hoeing.
Don't let that comment escape the sisterhood. Y'all out here digging for poverty. I'm digging for prosperity.
She's a coochie supremacist.
Chanel, did you hear that part? What you think about that?
Coochie supremacist.
Chanel, did you hear her say that? Digging for poverty?
I did.
So Chanel, I mean Chanel, she tried to take a lick at you, sis.
She took a lick at all of them.
She took a lick at all the sisters. Say, hey, you know what? If he not on M's, you low level busting down.
So I will say this. If I did not have the men in my family, I would have been poverty. And it would have been harder for me. I think having children in poverty is a problem.
Right.
I do. And I'm not having kids. I'm not out fishing for men like she does. I'm not gonna say she do, because I can't say that. Well, it is what it is.
Well, that's what she just said, though, sis.
Right. But so I teach my younger little cousins and them. First of all, you want to get married before you even have kids. I'm a prime example. I'm the only person out in my family who had a baby at 16.
Oh, shout out to you. So you on that don't do what I did type of time.
I had to redeem myself in so many ways. Right?
Salute.
So no, you're not gonna be having no. But I made it look easy. Only I could say I made it. My mother never had to work. Let me be very clear here. My dad died when I was 13 years old. My mother never had to work. Even though when I had a son when I was 16, 3 years later after my father passed, he still take care. Where I'm at right now, my father take care of this. We're talking 30 plus years later.
Salute.
I was raised by a man, so I know what it looks like.
Oh, talk that talk.
Okay, come with it.
Okay, be very, very, very clear. And all the men in my family stepped up.
Let me get that camera clip.
Now, everybody may not have that, and I do understand that, but no, you should not have kids poor.
Okay.
No, as a woman, why would you want to set your kids up for poverty with a man who impregnates you, who is not mentally, financially, emotionally, spiritually able to take care of himself and the whole family?
That's right.
That don't even make sense. So no, I teach my son this. And think he's 28, he don't have no kids yet. And he want to be married to have kids. And I taught him that. I ought to say this, look at your surroundings. Don't even look at me and your dad. Look at everybody else. You ain't gotta look at me and your father. Look at everybody else.
Talk that talk.
I like that, sis Chanel.
And that's being honest. Like, no.
Chanel came in here will kick a chef's steak.
I like that.
Don't do that to me.
No. You said no, but listen. This is what I don't want to go over some people's heads. you haven't gone through your experience, and then you say to your kids, don't look at me and your dad in this regard as examples. Don't follow what the hell we did, because we fumbled the bag.
I may have to push back.
Uh-oh.
I want to hear some pushback.
Okay, come on now.
I like pushback. I'm going to respect your pushback. It's needed.
Yeah.
Coming from a man of a certain age.
Yeah, ordained.
No, he's not going to say that. He going to say
he's ordained though. So give him the space on this Sunday, sir.
Well, again, I think her premise is right. You want to marry before you carry. I'm all on board with that. But in this Western culture, it's a whole different monster, because in other cultures, they marry young, because the later it takes you to have children, you risk the potential of not being able to have a child. Because we're speaking from a Western culture. Now we ain't talking about the rest of the world. We're only maybe 0.1% of the whole world. And they marry younger, poor, with the families in the community helping them out. See, we on this independent stuff, man. Heavy. Most cultures outside the Western civilization, them children are marrying young, and they're going through a struggle with the assistance of the family and the community. That's my pushback. Because you wait too late, you risk not being able to have no child. You're more fertile in those teens, those 20s. You start hitting those 30s and 40s. I'm hoping I can have me a baby. That geriatric period. Okay, so we gotta re-examine some things, man. We do. This is that's my pushback.
Well, I'll say this. We have, I would say, we thoroughly cooked this thing, honestly. Oh, the Negro. Negro, check in real quick. Brother Negro, let me drop the link. I got it. Let me get the brother Negro in here, man. Negro, check in real fast, man. Check in, man. I hope you up to speed, too. Up to speed, not the last 2 minutes. Up to speed.
He is not up to speed.
But nonetheless,
you gonna come here talking about Elon Musk?
Yeah, hey, brother Negro is in the building. This is a
sick Negro.
The Negro has arrived, brother. Are you checking in from Biden's backyard, sir?
Yeah, I'm in Biden's backyard. Live. And also, wait. It's between him and Dr. Umar. They're in an arm wrestling match. I don't know how it got approved by the CIA, but they were able to sit down for that arm wrestling match.
Yes, it did. Brother Negro, are you up to speed, sir? I need to know if you at least got the last 15 minutes, sir.
No. I'm gonna sit back and play for the back for a minute until I get caught up.
Because we going on this is 4 hours, so we're gonna get ready to start percolating it on down. But to be very clear, ladies and gentlemen, this young lady said, listen, I figured out a way to hit the lick on 2 well-off youngins. I will not open this thing up for other people who can't come at least close to it. They got to be at least a two millionaire or a 5 millionaire. Okay. Outside of that, you can't afford my coochie. You can't afford this. I put too much work into this body. I paid too much. Shit, I'm still paying on it. Okay. A shout out to Anthony Edwards. I will say that to him in regard to running the play. And then the flip side of this, you're still down bad, sir. A young man like you need to get some penis control. Okay? And get some understanding about yourself. Okay? Get your manhood under control. You going in there spraying up the club, got you down bad. Okay? And a couple of these chicks is moving to different states where they could get higher child support from your behind. Okay? We put up the 4 baby moms for those of you who aren't here. Matter of fact, I'm going to stop the screen share. I'm going to put the 4 baby moms back up, y'all. Now, we are talking about a brigade of baby moms, top 4. Right? You got the squad. He squatted up with the baby moms. Let me see if I can find that because I think I had moved it out of the way. But he's definitely squatted up with the baby moms. And actually, let me bring a different baby mom up. Okay. Let me bring another baby mom up. Shout out to this baby mom. Okay. Now, the young man is also saying that, you know what, he didn't want this child either. You're putting too much on my plate. Well, you got to stop laying these chicks down, my boy. He need to get around an OG who can tell him how to just control that thing a little bit. Control it. I know, you know, some dudes don't never come across shorties that look like this. Okay, shout out to her taking the second floor shot.
You had an ordained one. He said, I can't.
Shout out to her taking the second floor. She got the second floor angle shot coming off the second floor with the camera hanging down.
My mind is telling me no.
Yeah. She doing the ceiling. Yeah, she doing the top. Yeah. A 2-story view, the 2-story angle shot. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, y'all. So you know that always supposed to accentuate a female. You know, you can't take a picture from a female angling up. You got to do it from down, you know, from the way down. So, and then when he saw this, he saw this on Instagram. He didn't know what to do with himself. I got to go in those DMs. I got to holler. All right? And then I holler do this to you. Look at this DM here. Nah, just keep me posted, because he tried to get her to take that pill. All right? Let me take my sunglasses off, because this blue is blinding you, boy. Actually, I can't even see it there. Let me see if I can zoom in for the family. Let me see. Boom, there we go. Can y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit better. There we go. Boom. Okay. He said, nah, just keep me updated. And this is her in the blue. I got a question. You got any kids on the way or any other kids? This is Anthony. Yes. The kid born already or on the way? On the way. Okay. With your girl? Yes, ma'am. Or boy or girl? Girl. Check this. When she due? She 3 months. Congrats. Huh? Let's go some more through this. Let me see. Let me the little baby. Boom, look at your boy. Anthony out here. And that's the other little born. So he's having these kids within 3 months of each other, y'all. Papa was a Rolling Stone or mama was a open door. I don't know. Help me out, brother. What say you, sir?
You know, I'm real close to saying that's feminine energy. Ain't nothing masculine about that. Nothing. And again, my thing is, who do you talk to and who do you trust? The scripture says that wisdom is in a multitude of counsel. Who is talking to this youngin? Because apparently he ain't talking to no real masculine dudes.
Come on.
It's no one in the world I would advise him pay up front and don't be in a child's life. Nigga, that's sabotage.
Right.
You talking about neglect. So now you're gonna produce a child who gonna hate you.
Despise
it will destroy your legacy. Whatever you think it is, you've already set in motion, if he's never in that child's life, that when the child gets old enough, Oh, this the nigga who paid off my mama and didn't want no parts of me? Nigga, tell you something. It's 3 types of abuse: physical, verbal, but the worst is neglect. And neglect has no boundaries, because neglect asks the question, what did I do to deserve this isolation or this neglect? What did I do for this person not to be in my life? And if you don't get a clear answer, the child gonna burn him down. I mean that, man. Y'all got to look. Whoever advising him, he getting some bad information. There's nowhere in the world I'd advise him to pay up front. It's crazy. That's ludicrous. But I'm glad we're having the discussion, because hopefully he come across this video and realize, you know what? That's the wrong move, bro. That's the wrong move.
Well, watch this. Let me bring up something else. I'm rolling the tape on him now. Look at these exchanges, y'all. Look at these. Yeah. Chef C. Look. This is another one, y'all. It's another one with the little, and she got the little test. He telling her, man, take them screenshots and send him over here. I need the video. Because I don't want to be a dad. Why are you raw dogging everything, my boy? He's raw dogging everything.
Who does he listen to? Watch this. Chef, you can call me whenever you want to. Brother Q, you got my number. Brother Negro, you got my number. Anybody who's in my personal circle, if you're struggling with some type of situation, you need another perspective, I'm on a phone call away. I'm a FaceTime away. Who does he talk to? Because I'm telling you right now, he ain't listening.
Men build.
Yes.
We ain't got enough manhood running around our communities.
This is crazy. Watch this. This is not an isolated incident. This is a global conversation, because everybody tunes into America like a big ass soap opera. Okay? He's sending out subliminal messages to the next generation. Man, fuck that bitch. You can be a life, just pay off and be gone with it.
She for the street. She for the streets. Well, if she for the streets,
This is a sick Negro.
If she for the streets, what you think you for? You for the streets. You giving out community dick. Excuse me, Chanel.
The property of the streets.
Yeah.
I think it could be a little bit more dangerous, where people think that they can buy off a person or something like that. That leads into that human trafficking area, the value of life and stuff of that nature. Like you read about kind of that mentality in the Pounds of Flesh. I don't like in the flesh trade, when people doing that type of stuff, having that type of mentality. I could just pay somebody off and be done with them. I don't think that's a good energy.
Okay. Well, I will say this. Check this out. Look at I just want to read some of this exchange to y'all. And this goes back to the young man who said, oh, this is a good dude. Well, I'm kind of going to put a nail in the coffin on that, unfortunately. And I don't mean to do it, but I want you to see this. Now, in the blue, right, is the girl, and him in the black. Being cool to you is just going to get an abortion by myself and you not doing shit and going about your day. That's being cool to you. Obviously, you've been through this before just by your reaction. Anthony Edward, I will send you money to help you out. Her, I didn't ask for it, but okay. You just don't want a baby. Is that why you're saying all this? Because I've been cool with you? I don't want kids. Let's handle this like grown-ups. So, Sis Chanel, you asked the question a little earlier in the show. Did he say he didn't want any kids? Well, there you have it. Okay. Um, Here's the lady again. Okay, I'm not trying to force you to be a dad to a baby you don't want. I just don't like abortions. That doesn't make me wrong. If you really don't want to do this, then fine, I won't. All right, let's bring this exchange down a little bit more. Let's go here. Okay. Just take the pills. That's Anthony. And back to the girl. You don't care about no one but you. You got the money. What's the hold up? Because now you finna make a problem. Finna make what a problem exactly? I don't give a F. I've been nice this whole time. I don't bother you. I don't cause problems, nothing. Don't speak to me like that. I told you. Because you want me to so that you can talk about a life, just be somewhat understanding. I told you I'll be home soon. Okay, just make sure I get the video of the box with the right pills. What other pills would they be? Just making sure. That's coming from Anthony. Okay. Look how cute though. Send the video. I haven't even taken them or received anything. Send the video of her taking the pills or whatever. Why are you repeating the same stuff? The video. I was asleep. Okay, where the video? Let's get to it. So again, we watched the Democratic Party do this nonsense, talking about Trump is gonna remove abortion, but you got a cat out here who supposed to be an NBA, one of the greatest that's coming up, young greatest out here, and he's promoting exactly what they need, which is the abortion position, right? Because he don't want to put no Jimmy on, right? I'm just saying. So, I mean, how good is Anthony after we look at this? How good is he really? Salute to our brother Coke Sharpton for checking in with us right now. Salute to the brother Coke for checking in. Coke, man, good to see you, man. I see Coke done came in out and dusted you off, man. What's happening with you, man? What happened to Coke, man? They done threw Coke out the way? And they done threw him out.
Coke getting fat off of Costco because Target is getting boycotted.
He's tearing
Coke,
off
check
those
back
white
in,
women.
Coke.
Them white women got them breaded cracker food for him.
Check it, Coke. What's happening, man? They try to keep a good Vanessa down, man. What's happening with you?
Hey man, they clipped me at the door, man. They told me I ain't that my perm didn't have enough moisturization in it, man.
That's right. Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm just listening in. I'm a little bit behind, man. This is a great episode. This cook up is mwah. My compliments to the chef and the rest of the chefs on the panel.
Yes,
here,
indeed. Yes, indeed.
Especially Shadil. She bringing that extra vibe up in here.
Yeah, Chef Chanel checked in with the the Erica Badu up, yeah.
Man, listen, first and foremost, let me get to the respect. See, it's been a lot of talk. One of the things that I want to make sure is heard. Shout out to Chanel for saying, well, I got some notes over here. She said, I do believe in rules. I picked up on that one. She said, I do believe. She said, I am a show business. You know what? Because some people put negative connotations to words, and it's just like, well, that sounds like a personal problem. Right. Some people believe in rules. So not everybody is reared, as my mother would say, the same way. You know what I mean? She said, you raise chickens. You rear adults, and as far as all of this that's going on, man. What do I have here in my notes here? Children are being used as a commodity instead of a responsibility. Children are like they're like chickens these
They like
days. You know?
they like the dog, the little Yorkie in the pocketbook.
Exactly. And here's the problem: nobody's actually talking to the child because the child didn't choose that.
Right.
You can't
Right.
choose your parents. You know. As far as Anthony Edwards, the notes that I got here, I don't know if any y'all knew. I don't think it's been mentioned yet, but I still got about a half an hour between now and half an hour ago going through. Had y'all on the big screen. See, the interesting thing is Edwards actually broke a record 2 days ago in the game against the Nets. But here's the problem: he also got taken out in the second quarter by we go up for a 3-pointer, miss it, and quote unquote step back and trip, almost having a career-ending injury on the opposing team, on the opposing team head coach's foot. Your whole entire life could change like that. Like that. How do you approach those text messages when you don't have the bag?
Them baby mamas will air him out with the
That's a question.
easy.
That's how I'm gonna pause here. I got a few notes. Let it marinate. Y'all want to mess up the garlic being sauteed here. That's a question for the panel, actually.
Well, let me go to Sis Chanel. Yeah, let's go to Chanel for that.
Salute to greetings to you, Chanel. Today, I hope you having a blessed Sunday. You look like you vibe, melanin popping, as Q said.
First of all, I love y'all very, very much. Honestly, I'd be a little embarrassed, and so I appreciate everything. Honestly,
Yeah. So here's a question. I got an explicit question for you. How do these text messages change? These communications change when the bag disappears. When you got to come back and realize, I just twisted. I just twisted a ACL. I just had a career-ending injury. How do those communications change, sis?
well, I'll be honest. There is no communication when you have no money.
Wait, can you repeat that again for the cheap seats and the rafters?
There is no communication when you have no money. They drop out. They disappear. When you having kids, who gonna pay for the birth? Am I on Medicaid?
Let her cook.
Nah, let her percolate. Let her play. Yeah.
This is very honest here. Look,
you understand
there
me?
is no communication. They gone. They skedaddled.
Hey, notice Juan did not say I'm gonna push back on this one.
I'm gonna push back on this one too.
Oh,
I jumped the gun on that one.
And Ryan, you got to give me 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, you go ahead, but I need.
Oh, keep on going. I want to hear you cook.
No, I can understand. I just got to go and change the. I'm washing clothes today. It's my Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Look,
I'm washing clothes.
We have women out here who don't want their children, and their fathers have to raise them.
Go there, Wolf.
We're not gonna make this male abandoning neglect. We got some females out there that neglect to abandon the children. As a matter of fact,
Wolf. Yeah.
I'm gonna take a step the hell up here right now. Go ahead, Chanel. You keep.
But see, Juan, and that's exactly what I'm talking about when I talk about the commoditization instead of the responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
The child becomes a commodity. Then it becomes the child becomes a if you will, a bargaining chip.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not pointing the finger at any of the parents because again, the child didn't choose those parents.
Well,
yes, I'll just say this real quickly. You are absolutely correct. I don't want this to be a gender thing because I don't date women. So, of course, I always say this all the time. I date men. So my perspective is coming, from that perspective. But I'm going to go back about 2014, 13. I've noticed that what you're saying, women have checked out of the parenting game. Not all, it's been a huge segment of women. I've met a lot of men who have full custody of their kids, boys and girls. That's just the guys. Boys and girls. So I'm not one of those women that's like only this, like no, but I'm only speaking when we're dating. I'm only talking about men because I only date men, right? But no, as a group, absolutely. You have women who are. I went down a rabbit hole on the whole red pill, pink pill thing.
Right.
I was more disturbed listening to the women. I used to have a whole podcast on this. I was very disturbed. Like, oh my! I mean, I couldn't believe my ears. Now, men, it did hurt me, but it is what it is, right? I guess I kind of got used to it over the years, growing up with this kind of mentality because that wasn't nothing new. But to hear women speak about this, it was totally different. And then dating men in my 30s, and they had kids, full custody of their children, and the mothers were not even really there. As if like how they will say men wasn't there, it was the same thing. So yes, you're correct. This is a non-gender issue.
Okay, sis. So I respect it.
Absolutely.
I respect it. I mean, listen, I will say this, gentlemen, and lady, right? And shout out to our sis Chanel. Sis Chanel, I got a question for you. One last question, real quick, because we're gonna get ready to shut it down. It's been 4 hours. It's almost damn near 5. That's way too much. Nonetheless, sis Chanel, are you a cis woman or are you a heterosexual woman? Help me out.
That's emotional.
Yeah. Now, just clear it up for me. I just want to understand so I know.
If you call me a sis, I'm going to beat your ass.
I love it. I love it. That's what I'm talking about.
That's very, very clear. Call me if you want to. Okay.
Okay. Just
I ain't never heard that.
Yeah.
I'm a black man.
I love it. The heterosexual woman in here. You understand?
Absolutely. And thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
It was an absolute pleasure, sis. Thank you for tapping in. I'll see you, and thank you for also
everybody. Thank you so very much. It was fun, and I enjoyed it very much. Thank you.
Sis. Okay. Most definitely. All right, let's get to the brothers and get ready to slag this thing down. Brothers. Let me go to Coke. I know Coke just tapped in, but I'm gonna go to Brother Coke, man. Your synopsis of this particular program and what we've seen here as far as some of the things that the men should be prepared, just people in the dating scene should be prepared for and aware of, sir, moving forward. What say you?
I blame all of this on Tawana Brawley.
Here you go.
Wow.
It's stupid. He gonna leave it there.
This is a sick Negro.
Look at Coke. He gonna leave it right there. Well, I tell you what. Let's go to the brother Negro. Brother Negro, sir. Now that you're semi up to speed, man. What is your synopsis of this, man? And let people know what they can expect from you in the future, sir. I know you got some things dropping. Are you there?
Yes, sir, I do.
Yes, sir.
First things first. It's really sad that we don't value life. And life starts with both parents planning out the future for their children, right? And I'm very it's kind of messed up that instead of being the most joyous time, knowing with their child and stuff of that nature, this person rather have it, see it, be dead. That's kind of disheartening because there's people out there in the world that do want to have a family, right? So hearing those type of things is like, man, that's kind of messed up. But you know what? I I guess money makes you do the most craziest things. Because if you have unlimited money to do certain things, I don't know. I just look at that's just evil. I just can't even think like that, man. Taking away a black life, you know.
Right.
That's how I kind of look at it. They're taking away a black life.
Well,
You got,
go ahead, brother
on a
Nero.
Yeah, on the other side of the game, yes, delineationology is PDF form. Yes, you can find me at Black and Noble. There will be copies of it soon being sold out there. Shout out to the people that helped out to make this possible. And let's get this show on the road on the 19th, April 19th, as of right now, for 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. in Philly.
All right.
So delineationology. And I know that Brother Lone Wolf, he said that I'm definitely going to have to meet up with him sooner or later because I know that he has a lot of questions. And I definitely want to hear the law enforcement angle about some of the things I was presenting. So I'm very, very excited about that.
Salute to our brother Negro, man. Make sure everybody try to get there. If you're in the Philly area, go check our brother out on the 19th. He's going to be there 1 a.m. to 8 p.m. Black and Noble. Our brother Negro. First book, right, ladies and gentlemen, for his book signing. Definitely go check him out. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Salute to the Negro. Let me go to the Wolf, ladies and gentlemen. Brother Wolf. Sir, Juan J. Johnson, man. Your synopsis of this particular debacle, I call it a debacle because the only ones that are really going to suffer in this scenario are the kids. You know, and all of those women aren't going to be under the same household. And, you know, we got to follow this thing closely because I think this won't be the first or last time he's popping out a slew of kids. This seems to be a thing with him because nobody taught him how to control his situation down there. So what say you, Brother Wolf?
So I'll say this. I titled my description for this video, Anthony Edwards Delusional. He's delusions. And the matriarch parenting in the era of predator cougars. I am not going to let our good sisters off the hook. The matriarch has been raising these irresponsible young men. Okay? It keeps coming back to the matriarch, not the patriarch, because there's no men in the household. Ain't no man gonna tell him, Anthony Edwards, pay up front and don't be responsible for the child. I don't think so. A responsible man, so I can say that. So I think that this is a product of the matriarch. I mean, throw stones at me, throw bats, and throw bricks, but we have to embrace a two-parent household. We're gonna have to embrace. Don't you have no babies until you marry. Okay. And we can't normalize this behavior because the world is looking at it. And when the world finds out that, you know what, maybe we don't need black folks around. They're cancer, you know? And we have enough information right now on social media for the whole world to come against the black collective because we keep seeing the ratchet behavior. This is no isolated situation, family. This is bigger than Anthony Edwards. People are looking for a reason not to see us around. So I'm gonna leave it right there. But the matriarch, this is you. You got to own this, not the patriarch.
Brother Juan J. Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from him. Ladies, Brother Juan is saying, y'all got to hold this L. You are creating these little degenerates. If you disagree with Brother Juan J. Johnson, when we finish the broadcast, you leave it in the comment section. Let them know how you feel. Go over to that platform, LWF. Curse him out in his comment section. Curse him out.
In the chat. Curse me out right now.
Curse him out now. He's live.
Call me a crazy nigga.
Let him know how you feel. But I'm going to go to Brother Q from Let's Talk 2. Brother Q, man, your synopsis, sir, and what can we expect coming down the pipeline, man, in the future? We're looking forward to some fly broadcasts, man.
There's a certain point in time where we as Black people in this country, melanated folk, need to stop making pain look so good. We got to get to a point where we push back on creating a painful, stressful environment for ourselves. Because if we believe that we are already behind the 8 ball, why do we keep putting ourselves there time and time again? We allow our pain to look so good. So just tune in for all our channels, our broadcasts. Like I'm gonna keep saying, Brother Roland, educated Negro, has written a very, very interesting piece, and rediscovering, understanding who we are, and why everybody from the diaspora really needs to be proud of who they are, and be able to say who they are, so we can understand in context of why we need to sometimes work together collectively and sometimes support each other without being in each other's way. Hopefully see you guys soon. Remember, support our channels, like, share, subscribe, and we'll chat with you guys soon.
Shout out to our brother Q from Let's Talk 2, ladies and gentlemen. Salute. Yes, indeed. Man, listen. Nearly 5 hours the hard way, right? But I gotta tell you, man, this was one of those broadcasts that sometimes you just gotta simplify it. It can't be too crazy, but a lot of the roads, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, are pointing back in the Matriarch direction. Okay? Just being honest here. But I want to say this, ladies and gentlemen. Remember to go over to my alternate platform, ladies and gentlemen. The Cook Up with Chef C. I need a few more subs, man, so I can cook live over there, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so make sure y'all go over there, subscribe to that platform, so we can spin the block, the live in real way over there on that side. Definitely, you can look forward to our Pat Talk in the near future. Probably going to come down the pipeline sometime later this upcoming week. So I want you to keep your eyes locked for that as well. Okay? And I also want you to keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that we will be having some stuff come out pretty soon with this particular program we have here from the soil. My team at Bloodline Films, we're doing some different work on this thing here, so I definitely want y'all to keep it locked for that docu-series. It's coming out. We got some other stuff happening here, so I want y'all to keep it locked for that as well. But above all other things, ladies and gentlemen, listen, fellas, if you spray up the club, it's your responsibility now. Alright? You can't blame it on the chicks no more. You are the problem just as much as she can be. Takes two to tango. And in a situation where we're not seeing a bunch of people being raped anymore, okay, that old trope and excuse for unprotected sex don't get to fly no more. Y'all just a bunch of freak nasties out there. Just gotta make sure you feel it because it feel better that way. So that's on you. Don't make the children responsible for your irresponsibility. So So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everybody for joining us here today. And remember, in a system of white degeneracy, you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. My name is Chef C, and I'm out.